work on handstand. I chose the first one of these sequences in my, what I'm calling yoga shorts, to be handstand because it's such a great pose to just start off your practice. But you need to understand the fundamentals of it first, obviously, to be able to kick up. So let's begin and do some handstands. So have a seat on your mat, just sit cross-legged, swastikasana. Feet as close to under the knees as possible, be on the ground. I'm calling this a level 2-3 short sequence because handstand is essentially a level 3 pose. So I'm using asanas that we would learn in level 2 classes to build into this level 3 pose. So this particular sequence isn't really for beginners, but it's nothing that's harmful. So, go ahead and start where you are and join along and explore a little bit. So in swastikasana, I want you to bring the hands forward. But when you come just forward of your shins, pause for a moment, be on your fingertips, and your upper arm bone, turn it out. When you turn the upper arm bone out, I want you to feel how it takes your shoulder blades down the back and quite literally scoops this part of your chest. This is the armpit chest right here in front of the armpits, right? See, if I don't turn my upper arms, it's kind of concave here. But if I turn those upper arms, it scoops that region forward and broadens across the collarbones. So I want you to keep that broadening of the chest as you descend the buttock bones down. Relax the abdomen and go ahead and walk the hands forward. Keep working that action of scooping the chest forward, buttock bones down, abdomen soft, legs soft and relaxed. And just make your way in with those things in mind. So it's not about putting your head down on the ground necessarily. That may come, or it may not. It's really not the important factor at the time being. Instead, once you turn those arms, you can press the palms down flat to really get the chest to lift. Again, this would be that concave chest. I turn, scoop, lift the chest, but now the buttock bones, they have to descend down. All those things in mind as you come forward. Abdomen remaining soft and relaxed. And then when you kind of get nice and deep into the pose, where the chest is rolling forward, buttock stays down, press your palms flat. So when you do that and the whole palm presses flat, the underbelly of your forearm there lifts up. I want you to find all those actions. Again, it's not important that you get the deepest bend for your hips as possible here, because that's not really what we're working on. Again, come on up, straighten the legs, change the crossing, and do just that again. Take your time, get that nice turn of the upper arms. This outer shoulder blade region should pin in towards the spine when you do that, right? Buttock down, roll the side ribs forward, broaden across the chest. But keep those outer hips, buttock bones descended, palms flat. Abdomen relaxed. Legs relaxed too. And come on up. Please have a strap. You're going to continue to be on the ground for a moment. Make a loop in your strap. About like that. Lie back, bend the knees, and press the heels down and forward or away from you. Hold on to the mat, turn those upper arms out again, and feel how, again, your front chest broadens, that armpit chest. Then straighten the left leg, push the heel away, as long as you can. Then press the mound of the foot away. Then hug the leg in, the other leg, the right leg. And then just change sides. Right heel pushes away, mound of the foot, and hug the left leg in. So when the mound of the foot presses away, I hope you can see that. See how the mound of the big toe presses first, and you spread into the small toe side of the foot. Go back to the first side. Hug the leg in. Then take a breath, exhale, lift up, fingertips on the underside of your right foot, press the left foot away, and slowly lie back again, bringing that right leg with you. If you can lift up and cross over the ankle with your arms. So right hand goes to the inner foot, left hand goes to the outer, and again, lie back, keeping the left leg active. Then change sides. So I lift up first, just grab the sole of the foot, mound of the right big toe still presses away, and I exhale and lie all the way back. If that works fine, lift head and chest up. Left hand holds the inner edge of the left foot, right hand holds the outer. Engage that straight leg. Engage the straight leg first and foremost. And then exhale and lie all the way back. Then release the left leg. Take your strap, double it, sling it around your right foot, straighten the right leg, buttock away, and then go back to the left leg also straight. So when you push through the left heel, that gives you length. Then press the mound of the left big toe away. Press the mound of the right big toe away as well. So the point of working your feet in that way is so that you begin to build stability in your outer hips, which in turn helps to work with the tailbone or the base of the spine. Now this right leg, it doesn't have to be super close to you. Just about over the hip is fine. Then put both straps in your right hand. Take the right leg over to the right hand side. Keep the left mound of the big toe pressing away. Left thigh down. How? You press the mound of the right big toe away. Then come back up. Take a breath. Mound of the right big toe presses up. Bend the right elbow. Lift yourself up and look towards your right ankle. It's like you want to lift your chest to the ankle. It's not bring the leg into the chest. Lift your chest up, press the mound of that right big toe to the ceiling. So you're lifting towards the leg, not bringing the leg towards you. Okay? And then release down. Release that leg. Change sides. So, still you're looking for about a 90-degree angle. I may be in a little more than that, but have it basically at that 90 degree. Now, mound of the right leg, my bottom leg, presses away. Left foot too. Mound of the left big toe presses away. Feel how that can build a firmness in the outer hips. Then hold on to both straps. Bring that left leg out to the left. Keep the right leg down. Mound of both feet pressing away. Inhale, come back up. Now, keep the right leg where it is. Left leg too. Keep it where it is. Exhale, bend the left elbow and lift your chest up. Look towards the ankle. Lift up to that ankle, but work through the feet and the legs and feel how that helps you lift up away from the ground. Lie back down, release that leg and hug both legs. Hug both legs in. Now go ahead and roll on to the side. Press the floor away. Come on out. And we're going to get a brick and lie that brick flat on your mat. Then you're going to lie back with your shoulder blades on that brick. So you walk the shoulder blades down one at a time, right? Let the head lie back, shoulder blades on. feet flat. Press the heels so the low back is long. Then you can push the heels away, one at a time. Even then, hold your mat, it'll help. Mound of the foot presses away, arms up. And inhale, keep the buttock rolling to the heels and take the arms overhead. Lengthen out of the outer armpits. Be sure to keep your neck soft. The front ribs contain, these guys could just be flying up. I'm keeping them in my body, buttock to the heels. And breathe through the nose. And then release the arms. And turn yourself onto the side to come on up. Come to standing in Tadasana. Heels down, mounds of the foot spread so you get that firmness in the outer hip again. Tailbone in, chest lifted. Then Badanguliasana. Interlock the fingers, palms forward. And inhale, pull up, make just that same kind of length in the outer armpits as you did lying over those bricks. Neck soft. Elongate. Notice that as we go to the other side. I'm trying to keep a containment here on the frontal ribs, right? So as I come up, I keep the legs active, I keep the tailbone in, those front ribs contained, as opposed to that thing. Please don't do that, but get long. Open into the side ribs, outer armpits. And then release forward and down. Now, if you have a chair, I want you to go get a metal chair. We're going to put this chair at the wall. It's going to make some clunking noises, but the way you set it against the wall is like this. So you see the back of the chair is going right into that crease. The seat of the chair is on the ground, and the four legs are facing me. Now I'm going to take downward dog. That should be a pose familiar to you at this point. I start with my hands. I turn my upper arms out. Turn the upper arm bones out and spread the whole palm so that armpit chest, right? You can see the armpit chest then pulls forward. Then I just turn my toes and you step up onto the chair seat. And before I drop my head, I turn the upper arms, I get that front chest broad, palms flat, and I lift and lengthen up to the outer hips, opening the outer armpits. Keeping the armpit chest open broad so the collarbones are broadening. And lastly, I release my head. So I want to get my outer groins as high up as I can now. This is my outer groin, okay? I lift there, elongating through the side body. Then lastly, heel bones down. Let the head release, palms flat, so those forearms are still buoyant, away from the ground. In other words, don't let them fall like that, right? Keep those forearms lifted, outer arms turning, elongate more and more here. Then walk forward and come up. And we're going to turn around and do downward dog again, this time with our hands on the underside of the chair seat. So to start this one, just be careful so the chair doesn't wobble, but you put your palms right on the seat of the chair. Again, ooh, turn those upper arms. That's a theme, right? So we get the chest broad, the inner elbows, inner arms lifted. Then go on in. And the same thing for this downward dog. I'm not letting my head just go down. I want to get that turn in my arms so that I feel my two shoulder blades pressing into the back. Very similar to how they did with that brick there, right? So feel them press the back, elongate, taking the shoulder blades in. And as I do, forearms are lifted towards the ceiling. So the shoulder blades are pressed into my body or towards the floor. Elongate, elongate, but then lastly, heel bones down. So the tailbone is in, and I gain all that length. Abdomen soft. Then walk forward to come up. Bring the hands back and just come on up. Okay, now we're going to continue to use the chair. So, but we're not going to use it just yet. So we're just going to set it aside. We'll get back to it here in a moment. Have your mat at the wall the way I do now. Stand in Tadasana. Just take a moment there, really find that center line, heels down, mounds of the foot spreading so the tailbone's in, shoulders away from the ears. Utthita Parsvakonasana. We're not going to jump, you're just going to step wide because I want your back foot against this wall. Okay, so you're going to take your right leg away from the wall. Keep that whole outer left foot touching the wall, from small toe to the outer heel. Turn the right leg out. And then come on in. Hand behind the leg. Press that outer left foot into the wall and reach through the left arm. Stand in the right heel. So you feel that, oh, even though the leg is bending and that back left leg is straight, the tailbone's in. Then turn the palm and pull way up. So you get that upper arm to turn again. Yeah? And then extend that arm overhead. Stand in the two legs so the tailbone is in. And turn as if from the fingertips to that back heel. That's one long straight line, and you want to turn under that line. And look at the ceiling under the arm. Not on this side, please. Under, right? Inhale, come on up. Turn the feet forward, step together. And of course, change sides. So now, my right foot is against the wall, and this is kind of good. Maybe it helps to see from behind that the legs stay engaged. Right foot stays against the wall. Turn the left leg. Press that outer foot so that the tailbone's in. And you can see as we go into the pose, it's so easy to lose that tailbone and the depth of the tailbone. But once you get in the pose, you press that outer right foot, left heel down, and you catch a hold of the tailbone again. And why is that important? Well, it's important so that the side body, especially this left side waist here, so it can lengthen, lift, turn the right palm and pull way up. And feel how that makes your upper arm bone turn. Take the arm overhead. Stand in the two legs to look under the right arm towards the ceiling. Then inhale, come on up. Turn the feet forward and step your feet together. And again, Tadasana. Now, you're going to take that chair again now. Take it back to the wall for something very, very simple. You're going to put the chair at the wall so the seat faces you. We're taking Ardha half Uttanasana. It's kind of like downward dog. So we're going to repeat a lot of those actions. Palms flat on the chair seat though. A lot of times the hands turn. Please don't do that. Palms flat. Feet under your hips so that, again, get that turn of your upper arm. Feel that pinning in the outer shoulder blade again so that the front chest is broad. Now maintain that and start to walk your feet back. And kind of walk the feet back, let the hips catch up, right? Then walk the feet back, let the hips catch up. Palms down so the forearm is buoyant, but that upper arm stays turned. So that means your inner hand has to work hard at pressing down. Walk the feet back, catch the hips up, and eventually crown of the head lengthens forward. Palms down, forearms up, shoulder blades down towards the ground. But press the heels so the tailbone is in. Breathe into the side body. Maintain the broadness across the front armpit, chest, and shoulder, collarbones. Then walk the feet forward and come on up. So let's take that chair now off to the top of the mat. So now this work is kind of opening up the shoulders, taking away any kind of stiffness. But I want you to find that when the hands press, that is also building prana inside of the arms. So now we're going to take the same sort of thing, Uttanasana, but with your feet on the chair seat, but my hands are on the backrest, so that now you can see kind of where I have my feet. Heels are at that front edge, so I have weight there, right? The hands hold the back corners. And now I'm kind of looking over there where that cabinet, where that rack begins that's holding my props. And I turn the upper arms out. I really turn them out. You see how I get that little bend so that I get this pinning again in the outer shoulder blades. Now, I pull the outer hips back, but watch my hips and buttock. I'm not correct yet. I want to press into the heels. And then that provides prana. That provides a lift through my legs, tailbones in, and it also helps propel the front chest forward. And I'm looking just beyond that white blanket over there on my props, and my chest is pulling in that direction. Abdomen soft, deflated, right? That press of the heels helps the abdomen pretty naturally lift. Then I keep my left foot down, and I'm going to lift my right leg up and back. I push through the heel once I feel that, oh, that's about hip height. I push through the heel. The standing leg, my left one, that heel is down too. Then mound of the right big toe, and it brings me into the mound of my standing left big toe. And that pranic action is felt all the way from that back foot, through the pelvic floor, into the side body, and broadening across the front chest. Keep the mound of your standing foot, the left one in this case, still pressing down onto the chair. That doesn't mean the heel comes up. It just means there's an extra effort in the mound of that foot. Bring the right leg down. Begin again. Then left leg comes up when it feels about like hip height. And if I'm not sure, well, you can look down like that and see. Heel pushes, mound of the foot pushes, mound of the right big toe presses down, and I feel that energy from within. You also want to feel the lifted calf. That's my left calf, right? That outer calf kind of looks at the floor, which helps arrange that leg properly. And bring that leg back down. Carefully come off the chair and set the chair aside. Gomukhasana arms. Bring your right arm behind you, left arm up, and clasp. Right arm behind you, left arm up, and clasp. Of course, if you don't reach, use a strap, right? But if you can reach, then regardless, if you have your fingers clasped or if you're clasping a strap, doesn't matter, but build Tadasana again in your legs. Heels down, mound of the foot spreading so the tailbone's in. Tailbone in, breathe into the side body so that the right side and left side lift equally, right? Not this, but work to build an equal lift so that you feel the collarbones, armpit, chest, broaden again. Then change sides. Find Tadasana. Okay, and then release that. Now, we're going to go back to the wall. I want you to be able to use the wall with your back heel. And it's not because of the difficulty of these standing poses. It's because I want you to catch the effort in the back leg, because that's where your pranic action is going to be found, which is going to help you when you get to handstand. So, Parsvottanasana, right leg forward, left foot back. Just keep your hands on your hips for now. And now press that outer left heel down and back. So you really feel that left leg firm and the outer left hip in. Then turn your chest, mound of the right big toe down so the outer hips are both firm, tailbone in. Roll the shoulders back, from the shoulders to the elbow, roll back and press that back heel. So you really feel the chest presses forward and up at the diagonal there. Inhale and exhale, come forward, but keep that back heel really hitting the wall and pressing down. Come forward with the collarbones broad, Mound of the right big toe down so the outer right hip is in. Extend the frontal body, far forward, abdomen soft, far forward. Inhale, come up. All right, now just change sides. Hands are going to just stay on the hips for now. Outer right heel down, right kneecap lifted, turn the chest. Left bound to the big toe so this outer hip is in. Now tailbone's in. Roll the shoulders back, press that right heel. Do that a couple times so you feel the lift here in the sternum. And then keep the back heel pressing back and down as you come forward. Mound of the left big toe down, outer right hip in, and come forward. Lengthen the frontal body forward, but keep those collarbones broad. And keep that back heel down. Inhale, come up. Now this one we are doing a second time. Now, for the second round, I want you to bring your hands behind you. They are either going to clasp right hand to the left wrist and you pull down, or hold your elbows so the collarbones stay broad, or if you can, Paschimottanasana Namaskarasana, palms together. When that happens, you got to get that inner hand to press. Otherwise, the chest will be concave. You see the armpit chest is deepening. You get that inner hand to press behind you, and the armpit chest opens. Get all those actions. Press the back heel, and oh, the pinky finger edges now. Cut into the thoracic spine to help lift behind the sternum. Keep the back heel down as you extend the frontal body forward, tailbone in, outer right hip in. Use your pinky fingers there to encourage the sides of the spine to elongate further and more. Back heel, lengthen, collarbones towards the front ankle. Inhale, come up. Change sides. Turn the chest, back heel down, inhale, lift. Catch that lift now. Back heel down so you feel the pinky finger edges on the back of your sternum. Exhale, come forward. Left outer hip in by pressing mound of the big toe. Abdomen relaxed, lengthen, maximum length now. Look towards the ankles, collarbone towards that ankle. And inhale, come on up. You can release the hands, Tadasana. Okay, so now handstand. If you're learning it, I really recommend you use a strap. So that means strap goes right above your elbows so that you can still take the shoulder blades down the back, feel the broadness of the chest, but there's like a hugging there where that strap touches your arm, right? You want that chest to be broad so that the arms are stable, okay? And have the arms stable. So then, palms about 5 or 6 inches from the floor. Be in a little small downward dog, but again, turn the upper arms out, broaden the collarbones. Press the inner hands down so the forearms are buoyant. Then way up on the mounds of the foot. Remember how we did all that spreading through the mound of the foot earlier when we were on the chair? So broaden the mounds of the foot to broaden the collarbones. Walk in maximally while maintaining the shoulders over the wrists. And look how high I want those outer hips to lift. Lift them. Then one leg up, keep it poker straight, mound of the big toe, just like you did on that chair. The bottom leg bends, the top leg lifts. So with an exhale, kick, kick, and legs come up. Push the heels up, mound of the big toe, broaden the chest, and work to get longer through the side body. Still, you want to be able to see that space on the ground, roughly between your thumbs. Crawl the heels up, the mounds of the foot spread so that you still feel the outer hip firm. Then, one leg at a time, come all the way back down, feet hips distance. Hold your elbows, rest, soft Uttanasana. Of course, keep the knees lifted. Weight rocking forward into the mounds of the foot, abdomen soft. Breathe through your nose. Now, once again, kick up with the other leg if the first leg was achievable. If the first leg is not achievable, continue working with the same leg. So you work with the leg you're most comfortable with until you get the actions and until you come up. Then, so collarbones, way up onto the mounds of the foot. Lift the other leg. Now again, mound of the foot. Don't just let it be a floppy leg up there. Heel, then mound of the foot, and same thing with the standing leg. Get way up on the mound of the foot. Take a breath. Exhale. Kick, kick. Heels crawl up. The buttock might want to fall to the wall. That's okay. What do? You push the heels on the wall and you hug the tailbone in. Spread the mounds of the foot so the outer hips are firm, and then you lengthen and you crawl up and you lengthen. Then to come down, one leg at a time for now. Hold the elbows. So for this little mini series, let's finish up. So to release that action, just come away from the wall. Lie on the abdomen. Walk your thighs back. Reach through the toes. Spread the mound of the foot there. So now, mound of the foot spreads and my tailbone goes down towards the ground. Watch. So again, I'm anchored from that tailbone. We're going to take Dhanurasana as a releasing pose. So I bend both knees, I grab the ankles. Buttock to the heels, then press the feet back. Push through the heels. We're coming just halfway up. Tailbone in. Broaden across the collarbones. Broaden across the armpit chest. Now, mound of the foot begins to lift and the thighs lift up. Lift up, breathe. Your abdomen is your base here. So front ribs to frontal hip bones stay down. And then release and come down. Rest. One more time there. So already I want the buttock in or down. Grab the ankles. Walk your front thighs back. Buttock to the hamstrings. But the hamstrings pull to the buttock. Broaden across the front chest. Then mounds of the foot up, go up. Feel how you can really get the sternum to lift and the front chest to broaden. And then come down. Hands and knees. Downward dog. So all that length happens again, but really get the heels to reach back and down. Breathe through the nose. Sides of the neck soft. Then bring the knees down. Knees a little bit apart, big toes together, child's pose. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, come up. Extend the legs forward, then last pose. It would be nice to have a brick here, maybe on tall between your calves, maybe on the lower height, your choice. Paschimottanasana. So flow the buttock to the heels, then spread the mounds of the foot, thighs down. Lift through the arms, crawl up through the side body. Fingertips to toe tips. Keep the chest lifted. Buttock descending. Be there for a little bit so that, again, the collarbones are broad, shoulder blades deep on the back. Legs awakened, so the back leg broadens. Breathe into the side body. Hold the outer heels and get a little bit deeper into the pose, but take your time. We're really, changing positions and changing our energy now. So give it a moment. Keep the heels pressing, keep the mounds of the foot pressing all the way. So this region above the knees is really driving down to create a rebound at the pelvic floor. And once you relax through the abdomen and the side waist is long, take a breath, and with your exhale, broaden the elbows so that the collarbones are broad. Lengthen the frontal body forward and let the forehead rest. So that broadness of the elbows keeps the frontal chest flowing forward towards your ankles. So if the elbows drop and you end up here, there's this lift here that's just unhelpful. Best to have the elbows wide. Rest so that the skin of the forehead pulls down towards the brow. Continue to breathe into the side body. And if you do, you'll find, the pose evolves as you stay. Base of the neck relaxed, sides of the neck relaxed, tongue, throat, jaw relaxed. Then use your inhale and come all the way back up. That's all for today. Namaskar. If you have gotten this far in this sequence and it was helpful for you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions at all, just comment below and I'll do my best to answer any questions that come up there. Okay, see you next time.